My name is Jade Mendoza, and I just got done doing the 8-week shred challenge with GoodLife Fitness for the 2021 year. This is my testimonial video, so I'm going to be answering some questions that GoodLife Fitness has laid out for me. So I've never done anything quite on this level before. I have done transformation challenges in the past, whether it be with fitness influencers online, or I follow Gymshark. They put on this 66-day challenge every single year that I do, but I've never seen results like I have with this challenge. I always do take away something from it, but not like this. I didn't even want to do the challenge to start with. I started out pretty small already, or at least I was thin. I weighed in at 146 pounds, which is not bad. I was mostly muscle, so I didn't have a whole lot of fat on my body, but I still had problem areas that I was really insecure about. My stomach has always been a really big problem area for me, as well as my arms. I've always been really insecure about my arms. But I was just unhappy with myself in general and the way I looked. Like, I felt like I could do more. I was working out and I felt like I was eating healthy, but I wasn't seeing the results that I was wanting to see. I wanted to be shredded. Slip in. Like I said, I started this because I wasn't happy with the way that I looked, but more so I think that came from a place that I was frustrated because I was working out and I was eating in my mind healthy, but I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. I'm also a really competitive perfectionist, so when I heard about this challenge, I was in. I had to do it. I couldn't say no. My exercise plan. I didn't really have an exercise plan. I went into it with the idea that I was just going to work out as much as possible. I worked at 6 a.m. every single day, and so I started out going to the gym after work. So I'd work 6 a.m. to 2:30, and then I'd come home, walk the dog, whatever, change and go to the gym. Well, by that time, I'm so freaking tired, I barely had anything to give to the classes. So as time went on, I asked my boss if I could start coming in an hour later, and I ended up getting my schedule changed to where I could come in at 7 a.m., and I started going to 5 a.m. classes, which that, honestly, I think that made the biggest difference, was being able to go to the 5 a.m. classes. It kept me accountable. I was done early in the day, so when I came home from work and I'm already exhausted, granted I'm even more exhausted, I'm done with my day. I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to go work out. Really loved Amanda's class. I really loved Aegis kickboxing. And boot camps with Steve. This is my first time trying boot camp during this challenge, and I've been a member of GoodLife Fitness, I think, since maybe August or September of last year, 2020. So yeah, that was a really exciting, scary experience for me. What nutrition plan did you follow? Any supplements? I felt like I was already eating healthy. With the challenge, we had to use the MyFitnessPal tracking. Or I guess it didn't have to be with MyFitnessPal, but with the challenge we had to track our food, and I chose to use the MyFitnessPal app. It was just really handy. It had everything on there. I could just search it right up. I could be sitting at work and search it right up, and I know all the calories and everything in it. Yada yada, it's done. So I tried to stay away from processed foods, switch to more whole foods or natural foods. I also started making grocery lists. Who knew that making grocery lists would be such a game changer? Going into the store not hungry also makes a huge difference because you're not shopping with your hungry eyes. I decided to limit red meat. I'm a huge red meat fan. I love beef. I love ground beef. I was always eating ground beef, and I guess I had this idea that if I'm eating meat, meat is protein. Doesn't really matter what kind of meat I'm eating. I decided to change that. I swapped out ground beef for ground turkey. I've been eating a lot of ground turkey, a lot more chicken. When I was younger and was going about trying to lose weight in a really unhealthy way, all I ate was chicken, like chicken for every single meal. And I kind of burnt myself out of chicken. So this was my first time since I was probably like 18 like eating chicken breasts again. But it wasn't too bad. There's a lot of different ways to season chicken breasts. I didn't really use supplements other than occasionally I would take pre-workout before a 5 a.m. class because sometimes that's just necessary. Next question. Did you exercise with a friend? Oh my gosh. I don't think anyone at this gym knows me without my friend Nicole. So she doesn't know this, but if I win the challenge, Nicole's the one that introduced me to GoodLife Fit. We met, she's my boyfriend's cousin-in-law. So my boyfriend's cousin's wife. We met last August, but literally she's my best friend. Like, I feel like I've known her my entire life. She's my gym buddy. We do everything together. And if I win this challenge, like I said, she doesn't know this, but I would split the money, the prize with her because I could not have done it without my gym buddy. Nicole is always there texting me right at 4 a.m. Hey, you up? As soon as the workout's over, she's like planning what we're going to do tomorrow, sending me the schedule. She is always sending me her recipes and asking me for grocery lists and tips. And we've really been each other's support and rock through this whole challenge. Sending each other like the most embarrassing progress photos ever. Going shopping for new workout clothes. That was fun. Definitely having a gym buddy makes a huge difference. Nicole is a freaking all-star. She's awesome, and I'm so proud of her. What were your initial goals? My initial goals, so I wanted to be right around 135 pounds. I was pretty loose about that. Like I said, I was at 146, so it was about a 10-pound difference. Weight, though, weight's tricky. Weight fluctuates. Weight's going to change for different reasons. I wanted to get more tone. That was more like the bigger focus was I want to have more muscle definition. I also had signed up to do the half marathon. I've always liked running and stuff like that. Well, not always, not in high school. But since I've graduated, since I've been out of college and hadn't had anything to do, like I played sports in college, but now that I don't have any sports or anything to do, I love running. So I signed up for the half marathon. So right around week 5 in the Shred Challenge with GoodLife was the half marathon. So I had to work that into my goals. And then my other goal was just to inspire others. Something that I would really love to do in the future is to be an influencer of some kind, whether it be online, whether it be at a gym, whether it be just as a hobby, as a side thing. I absolutely love fitness. It's not my full-time career, but it is something that I am deeply passionate about. So inspiring others. I love that we had a Facebook page. Being able to post in there, sometimes I was like, I don't want to be annoying, but I really want to share things and I really want to motivate others. I really want to post all these funny gym memes I found, but I don't know if people will think it's funny or annoying. What results did you achieve? Oh boy, did I achieve some results. I am so happy with my results. I literally could not be happier. So I have not done my weigh-in yet. My weigh-in is going to be tomorrow morning. It's Friday right now. But I weighed myself this morning at 132 pounds. So that means I've lost about 14 pounds. Oh, that's crazy. And the even crazier thing is I don't just feel like it was water weight. I don't just feel like I went about it in an unhealthy way, just like starving myself or anything like that. I truly feel like I've gained some muscle. For the first time ever, I can see my bicep. I literally have gone up to my friends or my coworkers and I've been like, look at it. Look at it. It's crazy. My waist, I believe I was measured at 32 inches around the waist. I measured myself at about 26 and a half. So we'll see. Again, weight fluctuates. So those inches are going to fluctuate. I'm not going to be heartbroken if it's a little bit more or less in the morning when I go for my weigh-in at 8 a.m. More than anything, I am happy. I'm so happy with how my body looks. I'm so happy with the fact that I have a routine now. On days where I'm not going to the gym, I have a rest day. I still get up at 4 a.m. I actually cannot go back to sleep. So I have this routine ingrained in my brain, and I can't wait to keep going with that. And then the other thing was with my half marathon, I did amazing. I PR'd on my half marathon. And the craziest part was that I did not do nearly as much running training as I did in the past. So I ran 2 other half marathons before this. This was my first time running in the Lincoln Marathon. It was honestly like one of the greatest experiences ever. I was so happy and so proud of myself. I did a 2-hour and 9-minute half marathon, which previously my best was 2 hours and 22 minutes. So that was awesome. Next question. How did you feel at the beginning and during the shred challenge? Oof. I'm kind of going to combine this question with the next question, which is how did you feel after completing the shred challenge? So in the beginning, I was really excited. After I decided that I was going to join, because I did go back and forth. My friend Nicole texted me and was like, let's do it. And I was like, I don't know. I'm already small. And then she showed me the picture of last year's winner, the female winner, how she went from really tiny to like Superwoman. And then I just kept saying how I wanted to look like Superwoman. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to join. So I was really excited. And I jumped out of the gate pretty hard. And was going to all these classes after not going nearly as hard previously. Same with nutrition. I just kind of like cut everything off. And I think my body was just almost in shock. It was really, really hard. And I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. So there was a little bit of a crash there right around week 3, week 4. But then my half marathon was week 5. So it was kind of that week 5 that really made me like get back on track and do even better. I started running a whole lot more, and just all this pressure. Honestly, it was a little bit of pressure. All this pressure, all this excitement for the run got me going again, and I started going to the boot camps more, and I started going to the classes more. So from week 5 to week 8, I was just on a full grind. I did not stop. I did not take rest days, maybe 1 or 2 every now and then. But I mean, I was going hard, and when I took those rest days, I was sad about it. I was texting Nicole. I was like, I'm so sad. I want to go to the gym so bad. Maybe I could just do a little bit. And she's like, no, you gotta rest. I'm like, but it wouldn't hurt if I just did this. And she's like, no, you gotta rest. So again, shout out to Nicole for making me rest when I didn't want to. Getting down to the end. How can your transformation help inspire others to start their fitness journey? A lot of people start heavy when they're starting their fitness journeys and want to be thin, which is absolutely amazing that they want to get on the right track, and that they are that they want to get control of their life, that they want to be healthy, that they want to live long, amazing lives. But it's a lot different to go from being heavy to thin than going from being thin to, okay, I want to be toned. I've found that when I was going from being heavy to thin, it was a lot, not necessarily easier, because I did not have the same routines or habits that I have now. It would be so challenging for me to go back and do that. But it's just a lot different. It's a whole lot different. So when it came down to I'm thin already, but I want to be toned, I hit this plateau, which is why I was not going anywhere before this 8-week challenge. And why I was like, okay, I need to do something about it. It's really, really hard to go from thin to tone if you don't make any changes from when you were going from heavy to thin. So like what I mean is you can't keep doing the same thing and expect the results to continue. You have to switch it up. You have to push yourself harder. One of my mottos while I was running or like training for the marathon was no walking uphill. I always had this thing in my head that it was okay to walk uphill. You run, but as soon as you came to the hills are hard, so the hills are okay to walk. Well, this time around when I was training, I told myself, I'm not going to walk uphill. I'm not going to walk up any hills. I'm never going to walk up any hills. I didn't walk up any hills. As a matter of fact, I didn't walk even once during the half marathon. Every time I would train, I would tell myself, I'm not walking up any hills. And that translated over to my other workouts when I was in the kickboxing classes. My arm hurt so bad because I'm just doing a burnout on the right side and I've already been working this arm for 30 minutes. I'm not going to walk up any hills. It took me a long time to figure out how to get there. But once I figured out how to get there, it only took me 8 weeks. 8 weeks to get to where I was happy and where I wanted to be. I'm always happy to give other people advice and give other people tips. Finally, the last question. Did anyone help, inspire, or encourage you along the way? Aside from Nicole, my gym buddy, I owe a lot to my boyfriend. He's put up with a lot. I'm a hangry person, so there's been a lot of days when I've come home hangry. Also, just all the trainers at GoodLife Fitness, it was so fun and amazing when they started learning my name, and it was like, oh, they noticed me. Oh, wow, wow, I must be doing something good. That was awesome. And also just the Facebook group and the mini challenges helped a lot. I take so much from others. I love learning from other people. I'm definitely a visual learner. And I love seeing what other people do and other people's progress. It motivates me so much. So I'm really grateful for being able to be a part of this challenge. And I look forward to seeing everybody's results on the page and for next year's 8-week challenge. So, woo! And, oh yeah, hard flex.